Tweet, dang it. Tweet. Tweet, dang it. Tweet. Alright. Welcome back to Against the Impossible Storm. I am the Dread Canary. This is Against the Storm, and we are going to play on Impossible. Now, a new feature this week, because an update dropped yesterday by Aramite for what they're calling a core gameplay feature, something that they'd always intended to implement and have finally gotten around to doing, and that is making Blight more of an ongoing threat to your settlements, and that means flamethrowers. You will see what I mean very soon. So let us go ahead and find a suitable location. Now, of course, these are not my cities. Where are my cities? There we go. So, we did enriskment over here. Then we did a stepping stone to get out to Monument City. Let's see what we have. Now, of course, I am once again consulting my spreadsheet. Let's go ahead and make this visible. So this is my list of everything that we've already done. So if looks like we've already done Statue of the Forefathers, we've already done the Bandit Cab. So I'm not seeing anything that we can reach just yet. That's going to get us anywhere, so that's okay. Monastery of the Holy Flame we've already done. We've got a lot of machinery, we've got a lot of artifacts. All we really need is food. So I'm thinking that what we'll do is we're just going to go ahead and demonstrate what the new features look like. Where do I want to go? Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and go here to the marshlands. Call ourselves something fun like unflammable. Now, in the marshlands, of course, it's a gathering paradise. That is the written description of this biome. So we are going to get things that are good at gathering. We'll grab some humans, we'll grab some lizards. We are going to grab a camp with our 5 embarkation points and head in. Okay, so forest mysteries that we're dealing with. We have a warm welcome. Reputation gain from resolve is doubled during drizzle. So if we set something up where we can get a lot of reputation from resolve during drizzle, we can go very fast. Got our usual debuff. 90% slower wood cutting during the storm, and we get meat. Pay amber every year, or the queen gets impatient faster. Services during storm, or people will take very long breaks. If we get to hostility 7, people just die. A number of people times the year that we are on. Then, because we're doing this new Statue of the Forefathers, we have 1 fewer cornerstones every year. And then we've got the general bonuses that gathering speed goes up when we have more people doing gathering. And there are giant nodes in Forbidden Glades. Swap over to a human. Turn off all of our fuels. Now you'll notice a new symbol here, sea marrow. Basically, some of the biomes now have deposits of what are essentially fossils, which can be burned, and that sometimes contain amber. It's equivalent to coal, but for those maps that don't really spawn coal. Block out some nice territory for cutting down. I think I did that a little bit uneven, that's okay. Not gonna get too fussy with my corners. Okay, no, maybe I am. It is still me playing. And we know how much I love my squared off corners. But you know what, if they're not perfect, we can just do another round later on, once I've got my buildings up. And I don't want to delay this setup too much. So we'll go ahead and make woodcutters camps. Here and here. Start time. And yep, we already took care of that. So there are a couple of changes. The Stonecutters camp does not any longer collect roots. Okay, so chat's telling me my volume is a bit of a problem. How about now? If I adjust that down, are we good? See, this is why I need a live chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can help me fix the volume issue pretty easily by just showing up for a couple minutes at the start of Twitch. Okay, a little better, you said. Is it that I'm too quiet, or is it that the game sound is too loud? What do you think? Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything I can do, because I've already got the gains on my microphone up as high as it will go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can adjust this. Okay. Is that better? Okay, we're going to try that, and we're going to see if that works. And just to make sure, I'm going to go ahead and go into my options, and we are going to lower the master volume a little bit, just to make sure that the balance is good. So let's see if that solves our volume issues. Meanwhile, I was not paying attention, so I didn't notice. I don't have anyone doing any cuts here. So let's go ahead and do that, and continue. Take a look. So Safe Haven is going to lower hostility when we get hubs to tier 2 of 3. And that generally helps. That ends up being quite a bit of hostility lowered. 2 of these is enough to take us a full hostility level down. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. Take a look at our starting orders. 2 Glade events plus 3 building materials sounds really nice. That way I don't have to stop people from eating food. Opening up 4 Glades. Sell 15 items. Yeah, let's open up 4 Glades. Solve 3 Glade events. Trading post. You know, we already are going to open up Glades like so many times. Opening up 3 Glades and fixing a building within 8 minutes in year 1 is a bit rough. So I'm going to go with the 3 Glades here, just so that we can work toward all 3 of these at the same time. That should be perfect. Now, I did mention that there is now a new resource called Sea Marrow, and with that they rebalanced how camps work. So the Stonecutter is now stone, clay, and sea marrow. There's no longer any roots here. The Harvester's camp is plant fiber and reeds only. The Scavenger's camp is now eggs and roots, and it has gotten rid of the plant matter. And of course the herbalist has not been changed. So let's go ahead and toss that in the corner up here. Fire's going out because we are out of wood. That's okay. It'll resolve itself in a moment. Let's go ahead and pop our speed up. And since we do want to open Glades, I'm going to open that. Hearth went down, but only for a moment. Let's go. I've got 3 people unemployed, and I'm leaving them unemployed to deal with whatever is in this dangerous glade here. The new blight mechanic doesn't come into effect until I start plopping down production buildings, which reminds me I should probably be looking at my roulette of buildings I can get. Okay, so humans' houses need bricks and I believe it's planks? Yeah, bricks and planks. Lizards need bricks and cloth. We don't know what our 3rd race is yet. So the granary... Being able to get simple tools is very nice. But being able to efficiently get planks is also very nice. The thing is, I don't know what my third species is going to be, so I don't know how much I'm going to need planks. Then again, you do always need planks for decorations. But I know both humans and lizards like pie. I'm going to go ahead and go with the furnace. So we have a furnace. The new update does make fuel very, very good. So I'm highly tempted by this druid's hut, but I'm actually going to go with the weaver here. One, because I'm going to need it to make at least one set of housing. Two, because training gear is used to provide bloodthirst to at least lizards. And then packs of trade goods often come up. And because this is the marshlands, which is a gathering paradise biome, we're going to grab the forager's camp. Just because I want to be able to take advantage of whatever resources we happen to find in the forest. Or I should say in glades nestled in the forest. Ooh. Okay, there's a forbidden glade up that way. Just gonna pop on pause real quick. We got a forbidden glade down here. Okay. And usually there's 3. Top right corner. Just right side. Okay. Kind of cornerish. Alright. So, we've opened up this glade. Great. And what did we find? Got stone. Got that. We've got an alchemist hut, which might be useful. It'll let us make a luxury good for at least one species, though we don't know which one, because the 2 that it makes goods for are going to be the 2 options we have left for our third. And then we've got the Rain Spirit Totem. And we'll have to fix this with coal. It's going to increase the forest by quite a bit, but it'll decrease hostility long term. Let's see, 4 minutes 30. There's no chance of us doing this before the storm, so we're definitely going to get hit with the storm. If I waited, that'd be like 5 minutes, and then we'd get hit with destroying all roads and having villager movement speed decrease. So I can't really afford to ignore it. Let's go ahead and go in. Now, of course, that's using most of our coal, and that means that our only fuel is going to be wood. Which means I really can't afford to keep doing any building. Well, that's happening. Because I cannot possibly risk losing my wood. That said, houses do make people happier, and we are going to have morale issues if I completely ignore it. Okay, yeah, don't make any food. So I guess I am going to be doing building, and it is going to risk my hearth. And I'm just going to have to live with that. 1, 2, 3. Move this back here. Remember, each house houses 3 generic people. If we're using shelters, we have 10 people. So I'm going to need a total of 4. Because 9... 3 times 3 is just not enough. 4 times 3 is 12. That's more than enough. And that should help. The other thing is, of course, we've got to keep the lizards from abandoning us, because then the queen gets more impatient, and I do not want to deal with an impatient queen. That said, the queen's impatience helped us because it just lowered the hostility of the forest 1 step. Fantastic. So that means we're not going to have to burn anything. Although, now that we're in the storm... yeah, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a huge problem. Because I don't have any way of mitigating this. Like... even if I burned everything, max we could get would be a +9. And they're at -17. So, yeah, there goes my human. Boop. I mean, maybe if I take... yeah, that's still not going to be enough. all that's going to do is let us burn through our wood faster to build shelters. But the good news is, I think we'll just lose one more lizard. Yep, there goes a lizard. Oh, but it was a scout lizard. Hey, it doesn't matter, we finished. Okay, and you'll notice that now, from the Queen's Impatience and the -50 here, we are at 0 hostility of the forest. The forest is no longer hostile at all, which makes my people very happy. So, not a great year one, but we did solve one Glade event. So that's useful. Let's see what our third species is. Harpies, okay. We can deal with Harpies. Free amber for every 50 wood, and keep in mind that the hostility 2 effect is that the Queen's Impatience grows faster if we don't pay amber. So I think this is important. The shorter torment would be very useful in making the storm shorter, but I think amber is going to be key. Having to get this much oil and that much flour, that's a big commitment for 10 people. Whereas Happy Brewing just requires me to get 1 building and then start making stuff in it. Open up 3 dangerous glades in 8 minutes. No, I'm not doing that. Okay, packs of crops gets us humans and human resolve and some parts, versus houses and biscuits gives us humans, human resolve, and some mushrooms. It's a rough choice. I'm going to go with the mushrooms. Everyone's still housed. We can turn off favoring them. Let's go ahead and get some lizards making food. Let's get a crude workstation up and running. We'll throw down a weaver. Glad we got the weaver, because harpies need cloth. So that weaver is going to come out very, very clutch. Get this furnace here. Now the weaver needs planks, and this needs planks and bricks. So 13. Was it 2 bricks? It's 2 bricks. Okay. 2. We don't have any clay, so it looks like we'll have to do this out of stone. But we're not going to make fabric here ever. And let's go ahead and put a harpy. And let's take the stone cutters camp over here. And we will pull a couple of lizards off of woodcutting. Because now we're just trying to stabilize. This looks decent. I don't love mining 2 coal nodes. Ideally we'd get a 3 or even a 4 coal node, but I think for now we just have to focus on getting our economy up and running. We've already gotten hit with the penalty once, which is why the Queen's Impatience is at like 0.19 instead of 0.1. I think it's 0.15 would be what it would be without. Which is why I use humans. Okay, that looks really nice. We will just divide up which side these go on. Oh, we went too far into the woods. There we go. I don't have anyone on site to building, so we are basically just waiting for our materials to get up there. I think next time they make a delivery, I'm going to take these 2 lizards off of gathering. Okay, and we hit Storm for year 2. Not much happened in that year. You know, there is an achievement for finishing a full game in 3 years. I've only ever done it on normal because it is rough. But yeah, you certainly do have that option. Okay, let's go ahead and favor the Harpies. Should have gotten that in time, sure did. You no longer make bricks. We're actually going to fire you. Because we're going to put the Harpy in here and start making as much fabric as they can. Turn this off. There we go. Alright, year 3. Well, we're definitely getting 2 Harpies. It's just a question of let's go ahead and grab a human, get it as balanced as we can. Ooh, steel pickaxes, +2 stone production. That is a big economic boon. Crowded caravan gives us faster growth in future years. I don't know that I love it, though. Let's go with steel pickaxes. Love this. 3 glades and 2... I mean, this seems to line up with all the quests we already have, so we'll just do that. And rain collector and spark dew, yeah. Much better than trade goods. I don't like making trade goods. I don't like anything that requires me to take resources out of my town. If they're not going to give me greater resources in the end. We can do that. And as soon as this guy finishes, we're going to replace him with a Harpy. We're going to replace him with a human. Yeah, there we go. We'll make this a lizard. That looks good. These humans can come all the way over here, right up against the tree line. Excellent. Do I have anyone assigned to build? Yes, I've got 2 loose Harpies. We've got plenty of that, so we're just going to be making planks in this building. Nothing but planks. We're going to turn these off. Slide this down here. We're looking at 28 stone, so let's go ahead and make better roads. And you know, while we're at it, let's take a look. What decorations do I have on this game file? Just that. Okay. Alright, we can work with that. So what we're going to do is make a couple of rain collectors. Let's take that off. We're going to move these guys down here. Because I have a plan for decorating my town that requires me to clear up some space for those decorations. I love that nice flat line we have along the back wall, so let's move some stuff into it just to get it out of the way. I don't know what it is, but I do feel like this latest patch makes the game move slower. I just don't feel like I'm getting the same kind of launching speeds that I'm used to from previous save files. No, we'll leave you as lizards, that's fine. Let's go in here and put a cap on productions so I can keep some basic stats around in case they come up. We'll make that 50, we'll make that 50. We're not going to use this at all. We'll make that 50, and we'll make that 50. Again, not all of these are even being produced right now, but I like having some caps in place before I start making anything. And that way we just don't have permanent drains on our stuff. Okay, we've got space cleared out. So let's go ahead and put some pipes leading into our Spark Dew collectors. Leading out of our Spark Dew collectors. The thing is, because of how the drawing works, it's not going to perfectly line up, which does mildly annoy me. But on the other hand, I think it's fine. And the reason we did that is that immediately upgraded us to an encampment, which gave us +2 global resolve. I can't get to any higher levels because I've only got one person not housed. Woodcutter's camp has nothing nearby? Well, we can fix that. Let's move this down here. Like so. Are you only collecting? Yeah, you're only collecting from the roots, so let's move you closer to the roots. I think we can toss some harpies in here to collect more stone. Woodcutter's camp has nothing nearby. That's alright. Slide this around like so. And we did get enough amber that year, so that's fantastic. Alright. 553. So we'll go ahead and do this so we can get everyone up to around equal. Crowded houses. All houses have one more place, but break time is increased by 25%. That seems like a lot. But I don't really want to kill villagers. Now, the other thing is, wood production going up ends up being huge. So we'll go with increased wood production. Especially once I start getting into double, like chances for double production. Ooh, it gets real nice. Now let's go ahead and open up another glade. The queen, as you can see, is starting to get rather impatient with my lack of doing anything she's asked me to do. Let's take a look at another order. Okay, yeah, get 2 orders up to, get 2 neighborhoods up to neighborhood. Sure, we can do that. Don't really want to do that, especially not in 5 minutes. And let's build a makeshift post just so we can start working on one of these. You're out of fabric? Yeah, sure. Use some reeds. And we will swap this. Harpy. Harpy. Okay, we just opened up a new glade. Now, what do we have here? It doesn't have any requirements. It just wants us to open it, and when we open it, everyone's going to get unhappy, and the queen is going to get impatient even faster than she currently is. We do have something that requires ancient tablets, and this is a +3 global resolve bonus, so let's go ahead and take this. Yeah, people are definitely unhappy. Good thing we have bonus wood coming in that we can maybe burn for a bit. Who am I favoring? Anybody? Okay, if I favor you, and then I burn, say, 2 wood, that should be able to keep people relatively happy for a bit. How are we looking on planks? We're going to turn off plank production. And I think... Turn that off, turn that off. We can put some lizards in the furnace. That sounds bad. But lizards like working the furnace. It's a fire building, so lizards get a happiness buff for working in there. And I can start making some lizard housing. Like so. Which will hopefully solve our lizard happiness issue before any lizards feel the need to leave. Very important. Now again, this is temporary shelters. We don't want this. This is bad. We only did it so that we could get our people to be mildly happy when we were working on this first glade event. And now that they are mildly happy, I don't need it anymore. But I do need to keep them mildly happy. Let's turn off favoring the Harpies. How we doing? Yeah, we should be fine. Refavor the Harpies. The great thing is lizards lose their resolve so slowly that just popping them up to 3 for a short bit is usually enough. Forager's Camp can collect insects. We do have insects. So let's get this out of the way. Throw some Harpies in here. Go. Only 2 coal. I really want to find a seam that's got 3 coal. Because 2 coal is hardly worth it. It's worth it, believe me. It's just not very worth it. Okay, turn this off again. Did we run out of wood? We ran out of wood to burn. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Bit of a problem. Can you guys finish soon? There we go. And now wood's getting delivered just in time. Fantastic. Wait a second, those are mushrooms. We can collect those. I mean, we could collect those if we had the people, which we don't. That's okay. That's 2 events solved, so now we just need to make building materials, and that'll get us one of our missions done, so we can start getting this queen off our backs. Oh, geez. 4 years in, and we haven't completed a single request by the queen. Might want to get to work on that. There we go there. And let's see. What are you guys delivering? I mean, this +3 global resolve, that's pretty nice. We can build some more buildings too. I really want to get... Oh, there's so many things we need to get done. Okay, so the new feature is that production buildings accumulate blight. And what happens is the more you build stuff, the more blight they get. So when we make 4%, 2%, 2%. And blight has these benchmarks. And when it crosses a benchmark, then it starts generating Blightrot during the storm. So as you can see, we've crossed the first benchmark. And the first benchmark just means we cannot destroy this building, and we cannot move the building if the building is capable of being moved. The second benchmark is where things start getting interesting, because then workers have faster movement speeds. They can make deliveries quicker. And then the third one is great. Workers have a 25% chance for double production, which on top of everything else can get pretty silly. But at that point, it's producing 180 Blightrot per minute. Sorry, corruption is the exact word. 180 corruption per minute. Okay, so what's corruption? Well, the Ancient Hearth now has hit points. And if we get to 1,150, then 3 random villagers die. And this will happen every time we hit 1,150. Now, it only collects during the storm, and it always starts at 0. So as you can see, we are in no danger right now. But this is where the flamethrowers come in. At some point soon, I'm going to have to build a building that lets us start making fuel specifically to burn the blight off of buildings. If you see this little flower here, it's kind of obscured by the lizard house. But this... I think there's a thing for it. Yeah. This is a Blight Cyst. And Blight Cysts have to be burned off with a new type of worker and a new building. And then every Blight Cyst that gets burnt off lowers how much corruption there is of the Ancient Hearth. So it's just one more thing to keep track of. I don't love the mechanic. I don't hate it either. I like the fantasy of it. I like the villagers running around with flamethrowers. That's cool. But something about the way it's been implemented just doesn't feel cool to me, and I can't quite put my finger on why. Not yet, anyway. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. in the coming weeks. Okay, so let's... Or maybe I'll learn to love the system. I don't know. It's only been out for 2 days. We'll open up another glade. We should probably favor the Harpies so they don't leave us. Go. There we go. You don't have anything that you can do, so let's put you back on fabric, like so. Next year, alright. So humans are the thing we have the most of. Let's go ahead and boost our lizard population. Ooh, more. Okay, so we can get something that lowers hostility every time we open a cache. Pretty nice. We can get metallurgic proficiency, which there are lots of mines available if I want to start working with metal. But I'm going to go with safe haven again because I really like controlling the hostility of the forest. Okay, 16 trade routes and 35 amber. 1 dangerous event. Ooh, okay. Or 20 minutes. 20 minutes is totally doable, and it doubles production camp in all camps. On the marshlands, where camps already are huge, 20 minutes is pretty forgiving. So we're going to go ahead and take that. But it does mean I don't actually want to open up this. No, I do, because it just says 4 glades. It doesn't say 4 dangerous glades. So I do want to open up this. That'll get us some progress. We'll grab our other one here. And open up this glade. Now I see we've got more people in the chat than I usually do, so feel free to ask any questions you might have. It might take me a minute or so to notice, but I will happily field comments and questions from the chat if you have them. Let's get a human in here making planks now that I've got a good supply of wood. We are going to build a new Blight Post building. Right there looks nice. Stone around the back. We should probably get a trading post. Where do my limits go? Great. So if we put this guy, I think here, is going to work perfectly. Did I get that spot right? I did. Excellent. How many? Oh, we've got plenty of people to upgrade this again, so let's go ahead and do so. I'm feeling coral growth and bushes for this map. So I think something like that. With some harpy houses sounds really nice. And then we will stone road that. Meanwhile, down here, I'm feeling a human house and a human house. I do need to open up 3 glades in 18 minutes and solve at least 1 dangerous glade event. So I am thinking that this can be our second glade. And this is going to be our 3rd glade, and then we just need 1 more. And these are both pretty close, so we should be able to get to them, no problem. We'll slide this way, slide this way. And as much as I'm complaining about it, I do feel like I should get a mine going. Oh, I don't have enough parts. Okay, well, we've got a trader who doesn't sell parts. We have plenty of food. We can get a plantation, and we did just discover some fertile ground. All of that doesn't really do much for me. Okay. But I actually need 10 amber. I need 10 amber. So, it doesn't matter if we can buy the plantation, because I need the amber, obviously. Sell that. Sell a bunch of these. Trade. Reason I need the amber is because the queen's gaining impatience at 24. We have 2 stacks of this vassal tax, and you need, what is it, 5? Yeah, 5 amber multiplied by the amount of years. So 5 times 5 is 25. And now we have enough to keep the queen from getting any madder. Now, ideally, I'd find a way to lower the hostility, and if I remember at the end of the year, I might be able to take off some lumber camp people. Let's get a lizard folk in here, and let's set our cap at 10 purging fire for now. I don't want to use too much wood right away because I need to keep that fire going. Okay, 15, 21. We have enough people that we can get this all the way up, but we only have 3, 4, 5, 10 worth of housing. So we've got about half the housing that we need to end up having. Delete, 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 delete. Let's go ahead and get some housing in here. I think putting some harpies here makes sense. And then if I get two more human houses, and I like doing this thing where I set the human houses back a bit, because then I can put flower beds in front of them. Now the thing is, that only really works with human houses, because everyone else's houses have doors right in the center, so it doesn't line up nicely with paths like that. I would like a minor update that just shifted these doors a little bit to the left or right on the other houses, so I could have what are essentially... They're not driveways, there's not cars, it's just a preference for these little paths leading to the house. Makes it feel a little bit more like people actually live there, and then that's a natural place for me to put decorations. As opposed to all the other unnatural places to put decorations, like I'm going to do with this fence. But the fencing project doesn't have to be just yet. Of course it does. That's not right. And you know what? Let's delete this and that. Works for me. Okay, we've opened up a second glade. And that actually lets us turn in some quests. We can turn in that one. And we can turn in... Oh, no, we're not turning in this one. Because we need these ancient tablets for this one. But we've got 15 minutes to open up 2 glades and take care of a dangerous glade. There we go. So now we have 15 minutes to open up 1 glade and take care of a dangerous glade. Let's see. Half a point of reputation and 10 amber, or... faster wood cutting, insects, and some of those. Let's go ahead and 14 to lizard resolve. Excellent. Let's take the faster wood cutting. We'll open up the next glade next year. Queen shouldn't get completely angry with us by that point. We can take one of these off. What do I have for building materials? Well, we have a ton of bricks. We need 3. Just 3. Okay. Turn that off, turn that off. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do this out of bricks, because we can do bricks or cloth at a rate of 6 to 1, as opposed to planks, which is 10 to 1. Don't want that. Plenty of money, yep, okay. Where are my harpies working? Well, this doesn't have to be harpies, that can be lizards. How about now? Forager's camp, that doesn't have to be harpies either, but this does. I mean, it doesn't have to, but I mean, a 10% chance for double production is pretty big as far as economic benefits go. So we are going to lock that in. And pretty soon, I should start thinking about provisions. Yeah, let's do some packs of provisions here. Right. Open that up, but I didn't think of it in time. I don't think I could have done it. Woodcutters minus 70. Oh, I could have done it. I could have just barely done it enough that I didn't have to pay any amber this year. If I'd remembered my intention to do so. But at least we didn't get another stack of the debuff. We're pretty close to this Forbidden Glade, which could give us basically infinite resources of some kind. Don't know what kind yet, but some kind. Okay. Turn this off. And 13, so if we favor you, how much wood do we have? 272. Minute 22. 36 per minute times 3 is, what is that, 108? 36, 30 times 3, yes, 108. Which we have more than enough of, so we can keep our... Come on. There we go. Plus... Do we have any... We do have some. Oh, I missed it. Okay. Well, maybe we'll get the second one. Oh, hey, we don't need that much anymore. I think we can actually turn this off entirely. And here we go. Wait, where's he going? Did he just walk through the buildings? It does bother me that people will just walk through buildings. Yeah, so we can't really see it. He's inside the building, attacking this cyst with a flamethrower. And so now when we go here, we're minus 24 because we got it gets like negative 50 when you destroy a cyst, and none of my buildings currently have any blight on them. So we're not taking any penalties. We can turn off packs of building materials. Huh, I thought the debuff was coming from this, but I guess not? I'm not sure why my people were so unhappy. Though, I mean, I did take people off of wood cutting. Okay. So we don't have quite enough basic decorations. What else do we need? Okay. We need a couple of plants. Yeah. Okay, I think we can do this. Put that up here. And we're into the next drizzle. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So they're going to open up that glade. 10 minutes to spare. Okay, scouts work longer on dangerous glade events, but have a 50% chance of bringing back double goods versus faster impatience, which I really cannot afford. Look at how impatient this queen is. Or minus 5 global resolve, but plus 15 for 5 minutes whenever I open a new glade. This would require me to open up a lot of glades, and I don't really want to do it. So we're going to go with profitable caution. Let's go ahead and... Looks like Harpies are the least, so we'll take as many Harpies as possible. what are we looking at in terms of gathering stuff? So you're full. You're full. I don't really have tools. Don't really have anywhere to make tools. Does this do anything? No, I didn't think so. Scavengers, I think, can get roots. Yes, we do have roots available. Let's make that humans. Because I want to make this Harpies. Harpies. And now that we have some packs of... Wait. We're about to have some packs of provisions, so I can't do that one yet. Okay, and you're not burning anything? Perfect. Perfect. Let's go back to our ×3 speed. Alright. Well. Hey. That's really, really good. That is a great glade. Okay, so first thing, let's take care of this. 35 amber as a reward. Beautiful. Covers us for at least this year, because we only need 30 this year. Secondly, clearing glades. Great. Problem solver. Excellent. So that knocks out a bunch of those. And that's going to give us people. Okay. Let's put a second person in the furnace. Again, that sounds so terrible. We don't really have any way to make flour yet. We have so many buildings I haven't claimed, so let's do that first. Temple. Both humans and lizards like religion, and harpies like education. So we're going to go ahead and grab this temple. Cookhouse seems like a good way to get food. The furnace can get pie. Oh, okay. Cookhouse gets us biscuits, so that is both types of baked goods, assuming we can get a way to get flour later. Let's go ahead and take the cookhouse. Okay, so the workshop would give us essentially just planks, because we've already got a better way to make fabric and bricks. So let's go ahead and take the lumber mill. And then I think the provisioner. Which means you can stop doing anything. Just deliver your stuff. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what else we can do here. So we're going to take this and increase its cap to 20. We're going to add a second lizard to it. Weaver's good. I think the furnace actually might be more than good at this point. Yeah, we don't need that many. We're going to take this human off the crude workstation. Come up here to a temple. Make a temple. We do want the lumber mill, so let's go ahead and get that down. Right here looks good. And you know what? Actually, I'm not going to put that there. What I'm going to do is we're going to put the provisioner there, like so. And then we're going to put the lumber mill here. And that'll take care of our industrial buildings. Yes, that'll take care of all of our industrial buildings. We're going to delete this and this very soon. Do you have anything in you that I can... Yeah, you can go ahead and deliver that. And you are delivering what you've got on you. That's excellent. And then for food, we've got a cookhouse, which I need to put somewhere. That looks good to me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Okay. So that's all of those things. Continue. I realize that I am vastly underhoused, but to be fair, I did just gain like 15 people at the start of this year. Foragers camp doesn't have anything nearby. Can't have that. There's insects over here you can get. Yeah, go get those. This doesn't have to be populated by anyone now, so we're going to go ahead and delete it. Whoop. And this doesn't have to be populated by anyone, so we can go ahead and delete it. Whoop. And I like the idea of just swinging this around to this side, because what we're going to do... Whoop whoop. And so, that should take care of all of those that we need to do. And then if I drop this around the side, that's only going to be 3. So I'll need to put a 4th somewhere, but we can sort that out pretty shortly. And of course, we need the reason for why I left these is so I can make little paths going out. Oh. Well, that's convenient. There we go. And then I'm actually not going to do this. I'm going to do this. So that should get us all the way up. Now, of course, putting 3 people in here is going to lower how much I have to sacrifice to make people happy. And that's going to be pretty huge as well. I think this is out of stuff to cut, so we're going to move it down here. And what we're going to do is we are going to check to see if I can get any greedier with this coal. Because right now there's only 4. If we can get 5, that would be stellar. We also want to get food taken care of. Oh, I can't do anything. Okay. Well, I might be losing all of my building supplies shortly. We'll see. Let's put some humans in here making just planks. Yeah, we got spark dew collector going. Put some lizards in here making just packs of provisions. You know what? You can also make flour. Yeah, so let's go ahead and make flour so we can start making some of those baked goods that we know how to make now. Still got a couple people on making stuff. I could be repairing some buildings. I don't have to repair buildings, but it'd be nice. What do you need? You need planks, coal, tools, resin, oil. Nothing that we have. This can be moved a lot closer. Okay, hi Sahilda. Let's see what you got for me. Increased food production, more mushrooms. I mean, mushrooms we're currently getting just from harvesting trees. And I do need to make sure I leave at least 35 amber to deal with this year's storm. So I gotta be very careful about selling anything. I don't really have enough tools to be useful. Let's see if I need to keep... No, that's only 30. So I get 13. Okay. So I think if I get 3. And then what if I bought the planks? No, buying the planks is dumb. I don't need to buy the planks. What if I go 1, 2, 3, lower that? Yeah, okay. And then I think I can afford to sell some wood, maybe? You can definitely sell some reeds. 150? Sell that. So we've got 60. Minus 30, I've got 30 to spend. So I'm going to go ahead and increase everyone's movement speed, plus the +1 to mushrooms, because we're going to be using mushrooms to make flour. And we're going to be using flour to make biscuits and pie. Which I think we're going to make the pie out of meat. Sure. And then we will make skewers out of insects and roots, and biscuits out of flour and roots. And then we're not going to make any pigments. That's fine. Do I have any... Yes, we do. You're not assigned optimally, so we're going to swap you with some harpies. So I can toss some lizards in here. That all looks pretty good to me, I think. Let's continue on. Alright, now, ideally, I want to get to 24 planks soon. I don't think I can stop this from destroying all of my stored building materials. So maybe I should be building stuff. Just you know, it just seems useful. Makeshift hearth. Anywhere I can put you? You know what? We're just going to let it hit us. It's gonna suck, but we're just gonna let it hit us. Because I don't think I can really stop it. How do you only have 22? Because I didn't build the final lizard house. I have a thing that I've been doing lately on my personal games where I will make 4 of each type of house. And what happened here was I got confused and thought this was a lizard house when in fact it is a furnace. There we go. Oh my god. It has 5. Well, we just won. We just straight up won. Because that's a ridiculous amount of coal. You know, we're gonna take all of these people off of making. I mean, not you. No, we'll take you off too. Because rather than make stuff and have it just get destroyed, let's just go ahead and deal with the fallout now. Because, like, in 4 minutes, it's going to destroy all stored building materials. So why am I storing building materials? Seems dumb, right? Am I favoring anyone? I am not. So let's favor the Harpies. And I think that looks really good for a new hearth. Herbalist camp has no deposits nearby. Oh, we can fix that. Yeah, there's tons of mushrooms up here. So that's that. Lizard resolve is low. Don't really care. Scavenger's camp has no deposits nearby. Well, we can move that over here. Which is kind of far away, but, you know, whatever. Woodcutter's camp has no deposits nearby. Well, that's just because I didn't let him cut anything. Let's go ahead and move him this way. We are going to hollow out this area because we're going to set up a new settlement up in this territory here. And this one, we're going to go this way. And just, you know, neaten out that edge. Just a little bit. We'll see how much fertile ground we have. Now, just before the storm hits, let's see how many people I can take off woodcutting, and if that'll be enough to... it won't get us all the way down to 3 where we don't have to pay the fee, but it will lower us quite a bit. And that's going to be pretty nice. No, not nice enough, but pretty nice. I mean, the reason it's so negative is because we're fighting with these guys. And the most I can do is get us a +9 for, again, 108 wood. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's see. There we go. You know what? We need to get that screenshot, right, so I can start making better thumbnails. So let's grab a screenshot right here. Let's go. All right. No more blights. Oh, this building is covered in blight. Yeah, we'll go ahead and burn it off. Oh, right. I slowed down time. Let's get that back up. I'm gonna stop. Oh. Okay. Not sure why they're suddenly so happy. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Seems like something I'd like. So we'll leave that alone. We still need to find a way to get more ancient tablets, and all we really need for that is tools, but I don't have any way to make tools. Humans are starting to fall behind. Ooh, free insects when I cut down a tree? Or free plant fiber. I think free insects when I cut down a tree sounds lovely. Did you already hit us? No, you're about to hit us. So we'll give that a solid... And there goes all of our building materials. Which means it's time to put people back on producing it. So we'll do that. And then in here we will go... Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then in here, we'll go whoop, whoop. Make some planks. Excellent. You're still making packs of provisions and flour. Great. Love it. Let's take a look at trade. Sure, we can sell you some meat. Now, initially, I'm just selling just small amounts of stuff to get the trades done quickly so I can get better options, better offers from the surrounding towns. Looks like a trapper's camp would be really, really nice. We've got meat, 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 meat. And also meat. Meat. Oh, hey, scavenger's camp can get roots over there. That's good to know. Let's go ahead and finish populating you. I guess you'll be humans. I guess you'll be a grab bag of everybody. Seems fine. Oh wait, no, not everybody. We are going to make that a human because lizards really like working with fire. Alright, this is being constructed so slowly because I've only got one guy on construction. And now he's working on it. Stonecutter's camp has no deposits. Okay. Is there anything else that you can stonecutter? No, stonecutter is out of stone. That's fine. We'll just put it here with our other rejects and take you out. How are we coming on that Spark 2? Oh, Spark 2 is real close. That's excellent. And then up here, we are going to make a storage building. Like so. We will pave a road around that. And then finally, we are going to build a mine. And this mine is going to make our life so much easier. Which, I mean, the Queen's already very unhappy with us. So, easier life is going to be important. You're already out of stuff you can fabricize, so let's make it out of that. And as soon as you're going, we will make it out of this. And we can turn in this quest. Tool shop. Tool shop or monastery. Do I have a second? I don't. But monastery overlaps with religion quite a bit, so we're going to grab a tool shop. And let's make our tool shop right about here, I think. There, looks good. Trade route completed, yes. Start auto-collecting these. Nope. 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 Nope, nope. We don't have anything that we can sell. Great. do have so much food. So very much food. Do I not have anyone who can build stuff? Oh, no, they are. They're just doing all the projects I already told them to do. Perfect. Exactly what I want them to do. You know, we can make this a nice straight line. We know how much I love my straight lines. There we go. I have occasionally thought about putting fences around entire cities, but it's actually a really wide area once you start looking at it. Do I have anything with which to make tools? We can make planks, and no, we don't. So, nothing to make tools with. If we could make tools, we could actually make this start going pretty fast. Scribe would let us educate our Harpies. Incense, cosmetics and incense. That's interesting. That's more interesting. Let's go rebuild this. And what was that? That was copper bars at 3? We're going to ignore the biscuits because we can already do better than that. And I think... Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Okay, well, I guess we're getting a market. We're just getting a market. It's fine. Whatever. We're getting a market. Markets are nice. People like markets. Uh-huh. We need 35 by the end of this year. Or... Ooh, crystallized dew. That could be nice. What if I just decided I didn't care? What do we need in the temple? We need religion and education. Well, you can sell me scrolls. No, I have to care. Dang it. Okay. Get 19 just in case. Now, I honestly think I'm going to have more than enough by the end of the year. Because we are going to be doing trade routes, maybe. Well, you know what? That gets us just enough. So that's going to at least make sure we don't have the impatience growing any faster than it already is. We just gained another point because the Harpies are happy. Happy Harpies is great. Once we can get some... Ah, you're out of stuff to cut. Okay, let's move you down this area. So I really want to get into this Forbidden Glade at some point. There's a lot of things I would love to do with this map. Like, you know, make tools. We can stop favoring you. We're in the storm. Wonderful. We're in the storm. We have plenty of... I can get a +9, but let's not. Let's not at all. Oh, we don't have another part. Yeah. Let's get rid of that Harvester's Camp. That should give us another part, right? Meanwhile, our lizards are happily over here burning away. Oh, and we've got them up here too. Yeah, the speed at which it grows goes up pretty quick. And the thing is, the higher you upgrade your other hubs, the more hit points it has to get to before it kills your villagers. Okay, so now that I've got all these loose people, let's start making coal. And what this is going to do so every 50 seconds we're making 20 coal. But sometimes we're going to get double coal production. And actually, I'm going to tell them never to burn off Blightrot cysts. So that's going to increase the chance of them double production by 25. So with this being up, that's a +10. And I think from our upgrades at the Citadel, we've got like a +5. It goes from like +1 to +7 from the Citadel. Plus 8 from the Citadel? Doesn't matter. We'll call it a plus 5. So if we've got 5 from the Citadel, plus 25 here, that's 30, plus 10 for each upgraded hub, that means we can get it to the point where half of it is doubled. So instead of 20 coal per minute, we'd be getting 30 coal per minute. And what's great about that is coal, if you burn it at a rate of... Oh, why is it only 9? Because I've got... Oh, geez. If we are getting that much coal per minute, we'll be able to sustainably burn 3 coal per minute basically until we win. Free packs of provisions sounds nice, but also faster glade events? Ooh, or Harpy Resolve. Let's go with packs of provisions in case we get any good trade offers, which... we have some good trade offers. So 8 minutes, 3 minutes. This isn't going to be in time for the storm, but this is. And we're going to need 40 this year. Let's get some more people. What do we need? Lizards, primarily, which we can't get. And then Harpies, so I guess we'll go with this. We will make a Harpy cut down. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We want to get enough space up here that I can start putting down housing. And then we'll get a human chopping block. How we doing? That's covered, that's covered. Stonecutter's camp can't do anything. The alchemist hut could have been making crystallized dew this whole time? I am silly. Let's go ahead and rebuild that. We're going to go up here. 3 minutes, that'll be in time. And then that all got delivered, so if I go to trade routes, how many do I... Yeah, 26, that's good. If I do that, that'll also be in time. But I'm out of stuff. So we're going to get 25 from trade routes out of the 40 that we need. That's great. If I go down here and tell them we want to make this out of coal, and we want 30. Do I have anything else that uses wood? Yeah, copper bars. No, we make that out of coal now. We can make pigment. And let's go up here and tell it that pigment, since pigment's only used for cosmetics and scrolls, we're going to do that. We're going to actually set this to 50. We're going to set this to 100. Set that to 100. We're not going to make water skins. That looks good. Okay. Oh, yes, let's set this to 50. Because hopefully we'll be making that soon. That all looks good. I don't foresee us making any one. We don't have beavers here, and unless I want to sell it, there's no point. Skewers, we'll just set everything to basically 50s across the board to make sure that I have some reserves of whatever type that I need. Now that this is built, we can make crystallized dew with insects. Oh, that's excellent. And then we can make... we don't have eggs. That's okay. But humans like working it. Harpies are efficient. I'm going to go ahead and go with efficiency if I can. Do I have anything that doesn't have to be harpies that is? Yes, you can be humans.
Yeah,
That's going to let us put a harpy here. And then we can put a harpy here and tell them to make tools out of that. And we're, yeah, if we ever get any barrels, we'll do that. If we get any copper bars, we'll do barrels too. So... biscuits, human houses. I should make the human houses just like... I can always pay wood to move the human houses. So I should just be making the human houses. How many do I need? go. And then, like, once I have the space, I can move these human houses up here and almost instantly boost this to the next tier to take care of the Advanced District quest. Shouldn't be any problems. How we doing? Got a minute left on a couple of those. You've got 5 minutes left. You're not going to get here in time. You know, the Queen's Impatience going up might not be a problem. What do you say? Let's get out of here? Maybe not quite yet. I forgot how much stone this is going to give us. My word. Because coal has a chance of producing stone. I think it's 5% every time you make it. 10% every time you make it. So we're not just getting like, you know, 30 coal a minute. We're also getting 30 coal and 3 stone per minute, which ends up being quite a lot. Let's go ahead here. And just blast our way up several points. Forager's camp is empty. Okay. Is there anything else that the Forager's camp could get? Vegetables, grain, and insects. I don't see anything. You could be working in the food camp, but I don't think you need to be. And I don't think we have much in the way of that yet. Patience went down because people are happy now. Yeah, and they're gonna stay happy for a while. We have 32 of the 40 that we needed. Kind of sad that we can't quite make it. That's okay. Oh wait, can we? Oh, we're just gonna barely miss it. We're gonna miss it by 5 seconds. It won't matter. Hey, yeah, let's sell you some pottery. Sure. Let's sell you some of that. Yep, sounds great. Because at this point, like, we're able to happy burn so much that the Queen's Impatience largely doesn't matter how fast it's growing, because we are gaining points very, very quickly. Boom. Okay. And did I have an artisan? I did not, because I accidentally re-rolled. That's right. Trader showed up. Trader showed up in time. I didn't think he was going to make it. I didn't think he was going to make it. So all of this talk of, you know, the Queen not mattering, that was a cope. So we are going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and suppress the Queen. I mean, appease the Queen. Yep. How about that? Plus, you know what? Let's give you some more flour. You like flour, don't you? Yeah, you do. And we are going to buy oil, I think. Maybe with 53 insects. Sounds great to me. Maybe 5 planks. Maybe 5 bricks. Maybe lower the number of insects. There we go. Okay. And let's lower the hostility of the forest. All the way down to level 3. Great. And we are going to turn in... No, we're not. Because the Queen's Impatience reduces the hostility of the forest, right? So if I turn in a quest right now, the Queen gets less impatient, and the forest gets more hostile. Thus taking us out of this Tier 3. And we need to stay in the Tier 3, because we are happy burning our way to victory, my friends. Boop. One more. Yeah, we're so happy we're just ignoring the storm. Oh, actually. And we are out. All right. So only 1168, not a great score. I didn't do a ton. We won. 12 reputation. We had impatience left. That's because the Queen was getting impatient that we weren't paying her taxes. 6 regular orders out of the 9 that we could possibly get. 8 regular events, 4 dangerous events. We didn't open up any forbidden glades, so no forbidden events. Nobody died, though I did have some people abandon me in the beginning. We finished before year 12, and we only had 40 villagers. We didn't get a very big town going. That's okay. Let us go back to our world map. And we'll take a look around. We have time for another city before the storm. Hey, we've got a treasure chest we can open for some machinery. One of my other opponents unlocked treasure chests I can steal. Did they? I don't know if you're supposed to be able to steal them, but you totally can. And let's go to the Smoldering City. Turn in our deed. Go to upgrades. Getting pretty far up there. Alright. So, just going straight across again, our options are +1 to all available to charges for every node that we find, and newcomers bring more stuff. That's pretty good. +2 global production speed. Get the ability to start with parts, get the ability to start with amber. I almost never take these bonuses. Parts are good if you're playing on the marshland, but otherwise not huge. And amber, you usually have a way to get, especially now that they've done all of the work with the trade routes. If you can get provisions, and you can get a solid economy going, you can get a ridiculous amount of amber. And quicker trader arrival, plus another cornerstone or blueprint for sale. Now that can be huge. If you get a lot of amber, you can buy more stuff and accelerate your growth faster, but also more options of things to buy. So that's what we're going to go with, and we are out of food. So that is going to do it for this city. So as far as the YouTube video goes, we're going to go ahead and stop it here, which means it's time to say, as always, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can catch me live. I play these on Friday nights over on twitch.tv/DreadCanary. Friday nights at 9:30 Eastern until I've completed 2 towns, and Sunday afternoons at 4 Eastern, again until I've completed 2 towns, which ends up roughly being about 3 hours. If I end up doing a special kind of challenge, like playing on Prestige, or something else that ends up taking longer, then it might be 1 town, but normally it is 2, so you can come catch these live. You're also welcome to follow me on Twitter, where I am, at DreadCanary, or Reddit, where I'm Dread_Canary. Yeah, a little bit different on Reddit, but I do talk about Against the Storm on Reddit and give helpful advice there. So if you're asking any questions about how to play, I might show up. It's not a very big community yet. We're still in early access, but hopefully I can be helpful. So I thank you for your time and all the attention you've given me as I played Against the Impossible Storm, and I wish you a great rest of your day.